Okay. I wasn't really expecting this to turn into the rabbit hole it has, but here I am. I've got KingThanos here on YouTube to thank for being the Cheshire Cat and pointing me in this direction. Here's to you, my dude. Unfortunately, there isn't all that much information about Rubedo. Aninews and OverAnalyzingEverything made videos covering what info is available and provides a fair amount of the speculation that's out there. Links to their videos are in the description. For the sake of, I'm going to summarize. Rubedo, youngest sister of Tabula's personal NPCs, name means red mean, symbolizing the final stage of the alchemical process, perfection and unification. Wasn't made using normal NPC methods, which I assume is along the lines of build the model, flush out stats, abilities, lore, plug in data crystals, tie in scripts, drop into home base, profit. I had assumed she might be some kind of construct like CZ Delta, but with the alchemy theme, she's more likely to be a superior type of homunculus. The homunculi maids are stated to have stronger base abilities than the standard humans at the cost of having absurd appetites. Many fans think the caloric stone was a contributing component to her creation. World-class item goes in, world-class construct comes out. Close combat specialist, and apparently takes time to boot up. Originally, I was considering Tabula had included some kind of learning combat specialized AI. It is a sci-fi future after all, but after actually reading through the D&D resources, I've gained a better understanding. Negredo stating Rubedo is a threat to Nazarick and its denizens, and Albedo's insistence that Rubedo is cute/adorable and isn't really a threat makes sense when you factor in the human spiritual carryover within the series. Tabula was into Gap Moe, and it's likely that Albedo inherited a similar level of emotional attachment, while Negredo, who's designed for information gathering and espionage, would actually know Rubedo more accurately. I'm going to put a pin in this to bring up later on. Now for the D&D part. I honestly felt like having a full Austin Horrigan meltdown as soon as I started reading about homunculi in D&D. Check out his show The Science on Shoddycast and Game Theory, it's amazing. First, I decided to calculate how much experience a D&D 3.5 character would need to reach level 100. I'm willing to bet Tabula would have gotten a kick out of level 37. After level 20, PCs continue to gain 1 feat every 3 levels, plus 1 ability point for every 4 levels, plus 1 to all saving throws every even level, and plus 1 to their base attack total every odd level, culminating in 27 feats, plus 20 points to ability scores, and plus 40 to both saving throws and attack scores by level 100. That's just to give you an idea of the potential power these PCs could have in a D&D setting. For the most part, there's few changes between the campaign settings I researched. 3rd Ed, 3.5, Eberron, Pathfinder, 5th Ed. In 3rd Ed, it required a craft sculpture or craft masonry/pottery skill, and the craft wondrous item feat. It also required 120 gold for materials, 500 gold for an alchemist's workshop designed specifically to make homunculi, and finally 25 experience points. It also demanded the PC to spend at least 8 hours a day for 7 days in ritual to imbue the homunculus with magic, and the PC was unable to do more than eat, sleep, and generally laze about until the ritual was completed. Recuperation. In 3.5, the price for raw materials became half of the full price, whatever that was meant to be, 1,000 gold per day for the ritual, and an amount of experience equaling to 1/25th of the full price. The option of increasing its hit dice was also included. Over the base of 2 hit die, each additional 1 hit die cost 2,000 gold, which gives an idea of how bloody expensive crafting Rubedo would have been. For stats, the homunculi were tiny constructs, had a hit die of 2 die 10, which was decreased in 5th Ed to 2 die 4, could move 20 feet on foot and 50 feet while flying, which was also decreased in 5th Ed to 40 feet, an AC of 14, and only 1 attack. Bite. The bite dealt 1 die 4, minus 1 damage, plus a poison effect. The damage was changed to just 3, then finally to a mere 1 damage in 5th Ed. It also has a strength of 8, dexterity of 15, constitution of 0, intelligence of 10, wisdom of 12, charisma of 7, and a CR of 1. In 5th edition, the strength decreased to 4, constitution was boosted to 11, wisdom dropped to 10, and the CR was dropped to 0. In 3.5, it also gained plus 14 to hide, plus 4 to listen, plus 4 to spot, and the lightning reflexes feat. It was after this point I began to lose my shit. The poison effect caused the victim to sleep for 1 minute, and if the fortitude save wasn't made, they would sleep for an additional 5 die 6 minutes. Not rounds. Minutes. In 5th edition, this was changed to the victim becoming unconscious and taking poison damage for 1 die 10 minutes. For those of you who don't know, the construct type means this little bastard is immune to mental effects, poison, diseases, and is not affected by critical damage, non-lethal damage, ability damage, energy drain, or death by mass damage. It was later clarified that having its HP reduced to 0 still killed it, leading me to assume it wouldn't die from maybe bleeding out or role-playing something massive falling on it. At which point I went into full, oh my god, this could be goddamn terrifying, until I read that the homunculus shares a telepathic link with its master, effectively boosting its intelligence and knowledge to whatever its master's is. At which point I sat back and let my brain ooze out my ears thinking about what a world-class homunculus, specifically designed for close quarters combat, built by and connected to a PC illithid with a raging hard-on for Gap Moe, occult, horror, and a case of OCD to the extent that he consistently paid possibly thousands of real-world yen to expand the data limits for the guild. It also states in Pathfinder that not only is there a chance for the homunculus to go feral after its master's death, rampaging around the immediate area, it may also become independent, viewing itself as either heir to their master's property or even the master reincarnated. Remember that pin I put into Negredo's claim that Rubedo was a serious threat to Nazarick and its denizens? This is as good a reason as any. A homunculus crafted with the rarest materials, 0 empathy, who knows how much knowledge inherited from the illithid tabula, and now it has free will. Best case scenario, Rubedo takes orders and learns how to integrate with Nazarick. Worst case, she either goes on a destructive rampage without tabula to control her, or she demands tabula's property and all the rights as one of the superior beings. I honestly wasn't expecting quite this much to speculate on, but considering we barely know anything about Yggdrasil's game design, it seems as good a place as any to pull from. For all we know, Maruyama Kugane could go any number of directions with her. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching.